got a little tight rattle in it.
It's got the downward facing old red eye on it. Check it out, it's all beat up, all full of mojo, missing tines on the trebles. Today we're throwing the Megabass Deep 6 crankbait. It's Northern Strand style. Hit that like and subscribe. Let's go. Crankbait season has returned to the North Country.
Over on the lake in a tiny little boat stood a tall, slim gal who said her boat wouldn't float. She called on me for a helping hand. I said I didn't have time, I'm a fishing man, I'm a fishing man. Out on the lake, got a stringer full of fish and a pole that'll never break.
It's 3 1/4 inches long, 7/8 of an ounce.
So this crankbait dives 20 plus feet deep, you know, depending on what pound line you got on. Casts like a bullet. It's got that weight transfer system in it. So even in super windy conditions, you can make a long, straight, accurate cast. This crankbait, you can see the bill on it there. So it's a long bill, but it's narrow. So the narrower the bill, the tighter the action is going to be on the crankbait. And with the narrower bill, it makes it very easy to retrieve, you know, especially when you're cranking down 20 plus feet deep, you know, it'll wear on you. I was throwing this on the Daiwa Tatula 7.4 chatterbait rod. Had it with 14-pound floral.
So how I was working it, since this bait dives way deeper than the spot I'm fishing, and what I like to do is you get a deep diving crankbait that dives 5 feet deeper. So if you're fishing 15 feet deep, get one that dives 20 feet deep. What you do is you run the bill right down into the bottom, float it back up. Bottom, float it back up. And with this big bill, you're guaranteed to make bottom contact, and you're going to make a lot of bottom contact. And what you're going to do is, so instead of having like the perfect depth crankbait to run a scoot across the bottom, what you do is when you're working it like that, digging it down into the bottom and letting it float back up, you're fishing it real slowly. So then you'll do 2 or 3 more cranks after you let it float up, and it'll hit the bottom again, and then back again, you know. So you're just slowly like working it a couple feet at a time, you know, across the bottom instead of. And when it backs up into their face, you'll get a lot of bites that way.
There we go. It's a good one. Barely hooked. Cut him underneath the belly. There we go. There we go. Gotta love that crankbait bite. Little chop, hitting the hump. There's a little shell bed out here. As long as you can hit that shell bed, you'll get hooked up every time. It's kind of funny how tightly they get grouped up on this stuff. You think they'd just be roaming the whole hump, but nope. Just trying to baby these crankbait fish. I don't even know if this is a bass. He hasn't fought too hard. bit me on the way out.